So today I'm going to be showing you all some fashion with the new seasonal exotics, the Second Chance, the Caliban's Hand and the Rain of Fire. All of these exotics can drop from Legend and Master Lost sectors, and I will have timestamps on screen so you could skip ahead to whichever exotic you really want to see. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Destiny fashion, and with all out the way, it's time we get straight into the exotics. So I'm going to be starting off with Caliban's Hand, and this is my set called Callus's Champion. With this set I wanted to base off Callus to fit it into the season. Now for the helmet I used is the Sun's Apex, which is going to be sold in the Bright store during week 8. I chose this helmet as it looks really good with gold and the solar glows do not change, allowing it to match really well with the glows on the Caliban's Hand, and that is why I found this shader to be the best with this set, as it gives off a royal look and matches the glows with the solar subclass. Then for the chestplate I used the Gemstonite Cuirass, which Xur can sometimes sell. This in my opinion is one of the best chest pieces you could pair with these arms. And then for the boots I chose the Nemean Strides from the Eververse archive. And finally the cloak is the Solstice 2019 Majestic Cloak from the Solstice of Heroes event. Now some other cloaks you could use with this set is the Vernal Growth from the Revelry event. There's also the Medal Mantle from the Guardian Games event. And finally the Tusked Allegiance from the Season of the Risen. Now if you don't have Callus's Treasure, then the closest shade I could recommend is Omnicronia. The only issue with this is that it does create a blue glow on the knives. There's also the shader Testudo, which can sometimes be sold in the Bright store and can remove the glows on the knives. Now I also found this set to work really well with silver shaders like Gambit Chrome. This shader works particularly well as the solar glows on the knives match really well with the helmet. This is the issue with shaders like in Silvered Snare, as the glows will go white. So if you had to use this, then I would instead recommend a Nemean Ornament. And with this you could go over a more interesting look using Photo Finish to get an RGB glow on the knives. But anyways, that is pretty much my Callus's Champion set. I'm now going to be showing you all some of the best sets from my Discord to give you even more set ideas with this exotic. Starting off with Dawson, which made a set based off Higgs from Death Stranding. Fantastic use of the shader Continuum alloy on the new skull ornaments, giving it a golden look, and I think the exotic was a perfect fit given the character's use of a knife. So really good job to Dawson on the set. Then we have this set from Brump that went with an all silver look using a Silvered Snare. It's quite similar to the set I showed earlier, going with the full royal look. They instead though went with the Iron Will boots and the Solstice 2020 cloak, which I think flow extremely well into the set. Then we have Shrigma that went with a set using the shader Fetid Copper. I quite like how the green applies to the plating, giving it the look of corrosion, and I think the design of the Pyrrhic Ascent is a perfect fit for the exotic. Then we have this set from Mango though with an all gold look, and again it's another set that used the shader Continuum alloy on the skull to make it look like gold. Then next we have this set from Hive Beast that used the shader Metallic Sunset. Then we have Uru Gaming set, which went with a red look using House of Mayrin. I particularly like the combination between the Couturier mask and the Light King cloak, giving the set a full fur cape. Then we have two more sets. The first one is from Fancy Pants Oryx and used the shader Bloodmane. Really nice combination of silver, red and gold, giving the look of a knight. And then this final set is from Fix Tony. Really good use of the brown and gold throughout all the pieces, and I find the Solstice Majestic vest to be a perfect choice with the Nemean boots. Fantastic job to everyone on this set, and feel free to let me know which one is your favourite in the comments below. Now I'm going to be showing you all some fashion with the Second Chance exotic, starting off with my Royal Paladin. This was actually made to go alongside my Callus's Champion Hunter set, hence the use of Callus's Treasured. So starting off with the helmet, we have the Desolation Diver from last season's Eververse set. I found this to match really well with the shaping of the chest plate, and the Void glows match very well with the Sentinel subclass. Now if you want something that's obtainable right now, then I would recommend the Helm of the Great Hunt from the Last Wish raid. You could also use the Radiant Breaker helm if you don't mind the glows not matching with the subclass. Now for the arms of the Second Chance, this was definitely for me the hardest exotic to work with of the three. Because of how bulky they are and how they're shaped, it was really difficult to find a good chest plate to match, and unfortunately the best one I found was the Phoenix Battle, which is no longer obtainable. The best alternative I found was the Devastation Complex from World Drops. Now as for the boots, I chose the Righteous Greaves, which can sometimes be sold by Xur, and then for the mark I chose the Lucent Knight from the Dawning event. Now other shaders I found to work really well with this set was Melchizedek Bramble, and with this I found the Nemean Strides to work particularly well, and like I mentioned earlier, if you don't mind the armor glows being different to the subclass, then you could use the Radiant Breaker helm. I found this to work really well with the New Monarchy Succession shader and the Mark of Medal mark, and if you don't have this shader, then you can go with House of Mayrin or Testudo. But anyways, I'm now going to be showing you all some sets from my Discord using the exotic to give you even more set ideas. Starting off with this set from Mango that goes with a copper look. Really like how the Allegiance plate blends with these arms, and that is another great chest plate for any of you newer to the game. Now here is another set that they made using Dreaming Spectrum, and with this they went with a spikier look on the chest, helmet and boots. Both really nice sets from Mango with the exotic. Then again we have Fixed Tony, which used the shader Royal Die. They went with the more Cabal themed pieces, and what particularly stands out to me is the Shadows plate. This looks awesome with the helmet, mark and boots, and with this shader the purple glows and gems blend in very well. Now here is another Cabal inspired look from Roman Knight. Really nice use of the Psionic Stalker plate, and with this shader the colours blend in really well with the Sentinel subclass. And then the final set is from Fancy Pants Oryx, and they went with a rusted look using the Lightkin plate, and with these more dull colours it really helps the helmet glow to stand out. Overall a fantastic job to everyone on their Titan sets, and feel free to let me know which one is your favourite in the comments. Now I'm going to be showing you all some Rain of Fire fashion starting off with my Warlock. So because of the camo like design of the boots, I decided to use Burnished Reed because it creates a nice green. I did make this set to be quite flexible though, so it does work really well with shaders like Hake Camo and Dead Zone Foliage. I highly recommend trying both of these shaders out when making fashion with these boots. Now anyways, the helmet I used in my set is the Valkyrian Ornaments from Season of the Worthy. Unfortunately this is no longer obtainable, so I would instead recommend the Prodigal Hood. This is from Engrams and blends really well with the design of the robes. Then for the gloves I also used the Valkyrian Ornaments, so I would instead recommend the Wildwood gloves. This is from EDC Packages and it's quite good as it adds more of that secondary gold. If you want more of the green though, then Hyro Camo is also a great alternative. Then for the robes I'm using the Deep Explorer from the Duality Dungeon. If you're struggling to make fashion with these boots, then I'd highly recommend using these robes with the shader Hake Camo as a starting point. And for any of you which have the Meridian Constellation robes, this is also a great alternative. And then as for the bond, I used the Meridian Constellation ornament from the Season of the Lost. With the bond you mainly just want to use something that's blocky, so I would instead recommend the Inspector's bond. Now anyways, I want to show you some final sets from my Discord, starting off with Brump. Like I mentioned, Hake Camo is one of the best shaders to use with the exotic, and I really like what they did with these robes, pairing it with the Facade of the Hazen Lords from the Vault of Glass raid. Now here we have a set from Fixed Tony that also used the Deep Explorer robes, but instead went with the Cinder Pinion cover. With the darker green of Gambit Saladin and the attachments on the cover, it does give it a more tactical look. Then we have a set from Kane's that went with a minimal rusted look using the boots. And then finally we have this set from Shrigma that goes with an Explorer-like set. I wanted to show this set as the Christ the Queen robes cover the exotic boots quite well, so this could be a great choice for any of you which don't like the design of the boots. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up all of the sets. Let me know your thoughts on these new exotics in the comments below, and which fashion sets are your favourite. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Destiny fashion. Thank you all so much for watching, and an extra thank you to all my YouTube members for the amazing support. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.